I am 15 weeks into Ironman 70.3 training and I've made a ton of mistakes. Injuries, nutrition, bike fit problems. So in this video, I'm gonna be catching up on everything so far. Brilliant. Nothing. All right, I wanted to take a moment and catch you up where we are. Previously, the last video, why I decided to do an Ironman, it kind of left you thinking this was the first week, but in reality, that's not true. I actually started this journey about 15 weeks ago, and this is gonna be the last 10 weeks going up into my race in June. So the whole plan is a 25-week plan. I actually started training in October, and that was when I formulated the 25-week training plan. And the first 12 weeks up until, so we're on week 15, first 12 weeks was build. And it was honestly probably not the most exciting thing to watch. Not the reason I wasn't documenting it. The reason was I just didn't really decide to. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this. The thought had kind of always been in my head, but again, you'll hear his name again, James Adams. He wanted to do a movie of some sort, so the next day, that's why I literally posted that video. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. Let's document the last 10. It's the final stretch all the way until June, and yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at. So I definitely had a few things along the way that I learned. The biggest surprise is there is so much to learn when starting the Ironman. I thought, okay, I gotta learn how to bike, swim, and run. But there's so much more behind that. Like, training extremely hard requires you to recover even harder. When my sleep was bad, when my nutrition was poor, I couldn't perform in the workouts, and therefore doing them was doing more damage than good. So definitely a few things to keep in mind is recovery. Your nutrition, post-workout and pre-workout and intra-workout are really important, and if not more important is your sleep. If you're not getting good sleep, your body can't keep up, and there's just no point to do the workouts if your body's not ready or absorbing what it previously did. So one of the biggest things I have learned over the course of the last 15 weeks is fueling long rides. I went from buying tons of gels at the store before each workout, which is just wildly expensive for no reason, to, I'm not even joking, I would buy pure maple syrup by like 40 ounces, like huge Costco sizes of maple syrup. And I would put them in my bottle and mix it with water and salt. And that was what I was feeling. I mean, it worked in theory, but my stomach just blew up. So come to learn, it was fructose. It was too much fructose. Your body can't take that much. Now I have a pretty dialed mix. I do maltodextrin, fructose, salt, and potassium, and it seems to be working pretty well. Look ahead in the future for that video. I'm probably gonna do something on nutrition because there's just so much to learn there. The other thing that did happen was in week 3 to 4, make sure your equipment is set up right, because week 3, 4, I had a saddle adjustment issue where it was too high and my leg was rather than bottoming out with a bend, it was extending all the way. And I was just hyperextending my knee. Like, every time I would revolve, I don't even call it a stroke or whatever, but when I pushed my leg down on the bike, it was on a trainer that I wasn't familiar with, and the saddle was too high. My knee just gave out at some point, and it was a bunch of pain at the front of my knee. It caused about a 2-3 week recovery where I couldn't do workouts as hard, and I had to pay attention very highly to sleep and nutrition to help recover that. I had a knee sleeve on, I had to do KT tape, and my workouts really just weren't that great. In the grand scheme of things, it wasn't like a detrimental injury, but it was certainly something that is easily avoidable if you set up your equipment correctly. And I'm talking about the saddle here, but it could be your stack reach height. It could be the wrong running shoes, really anything. Just pay attention to the small equipment and try not to get injured. Durability will just help you train more. In essence, if you stay healthy, you can train. If you're not healthy, you're not training. So just doing your best to stay at a point where you're healthy and you can put in that hours, the volume actually matters. My final thoughts, honestly, get yourself some Albanese gummy bears. These things are the best pre-workout ever. So, oh my gosh. On a real note, if you are looking to do an Ironman, enjoy the journey, the process. There's so much to learn, more than I could possibly put in one video. I mean, someone probably did, but if I'm being honest, I learn something every week, every other week, whether it be training equipment, fueling, timing, just general life. It's definitely something that'll push your day-to-day life, and for me, it's given me something to think about, it's given me something to push toward, and that's all I could ask for. So I'm really enjoying the journey. I hope one of you guys take the initiative and join us journey with me. If not, watch me there on week 10 weeks from now in June, Coeur d'Alene race. I'm going to be racing the 70.3. Hopefully we make it to the World Championships, and if not, no big deal, but that is the goal. We got Salem after if we don't make it in June. So July, that's a redemption if June doesn't work out. Anyway, I will see you guys there. And thanks for watching. Peace.